stinky cheese!
Hello friends, my name is Prandall, and welcome to a brand new chapter in the life of this channel. I just hit my mic stand. I like to think of it as a prandall renaissance, if you will. I'm sure many of you have heard time and time again that I want to steer away from Let's Play videos. Well, now it's finally time. I finally have the space to make bigger and more complex videos now that I have my studio / office, whatever you want to call this room. I just have a lot more freedom to make the videos that I've wanted to for so many years now. So starting off with today's video, we're going to be taking a look at a classic toy franchise from when I was a kid. If you're from my generation or close to it, then you're probably familiar with a company called Fisher-Price. Now Fisher-Price is still going very strong today, but they've obviously grown and changed with the times, as expected. They're known for making toys and games for young children, usually toddler to about 7 or 8 years old. When I was one of those creatures, I used to play with the Fisher-Price Great Adventures line of toys. Great Adventures was a line that started in 1994 with toy set themes ranging from medieval knights to pirates or even magic and fantasy. If you were a 90s kid itching for a great adventure, then you probably had some of these yourself. One of the earliest sets that I remember owning was the Great Adventures Castle, which was actually the very first set in the series. This thing was awesome. It had a drawbridge, a catapult, a hidden cannon, all kinds of cool stuff. It even came with 10 figures to play with. Usually you'll see commercials of sets like this where they show a bunch of characters, but then you find out you only get maybe 1 or 2. Then you have to go and buy all the other ones separately. I always hated that. But today we're not actually going to be reviewing any of the toys, mainly because I don't have any of them anymore, and the fact that they cost like $450 on eBay. Today we're actually going to be looking at a PC game that's based on these toys. Great Adventures launched 3 PC games starting in 1996 with Pirate Ship, which we'll be discussing today. It was followed up by Wild Western Town in '97, which I've never played, and finally Castle in 1998. I personally own Pirate Ship and Castle, and I love them both dearly. So hold on to your doubloons and come aboard as we take a look at Pirate Ship. The game opens with us being introduced to a character named Pongolo Pete, a wisecracking green parrot who acts as our guide throughout the game.
Ahoy, mateys! I'm Pongolo Pete, the captain's first mate.
I remember really liking him as a kid, but looking back now, he's kind of annoying. Pete soars down to the ship and crashes into Captain Stubbs, the self-titled bravest pirate on the 7 seas. As with most children's games in the 90s, we're taken to a login screen. It's usually a logbook of some kind or a guest book, a sign-up sheet. I always liked this way of saving your game as a kid. It kind of felt personal to see my name displayed in the game. The main goal of this game is explained by Pongolo Pete. According to him, Captain Stubbs has torn up his beloved treasure map and stashed the pieces all over the ship. I feel like there's probably a better method of keeping your treasure map safe. Maybe, I don't know, lock it inside of a chest in the captain's quarters. Stubbs' choice just seems kind of elaborate. Anyway, our job is to collect all the pieces of the map so we can find the treasure. If I remember correctly, the location of each piece is random throughout each playthrough, which honestly was kind of ingenious for a game of this time. The gameplay itself is pretty straightforward, just a simple point-and-click style game. Most of the time you don't even have to click. Just hover the mouse over certain areas and something will happen. Pete typically gives you a prompt during loading screens whether or not a map piece is going to be on that next page so that kids kind of know what to look out for. As we make our way throughout the ship, we come across different crew members which you can click on to receive their individual collector cards. Almost like a baseball card, where you get their name, picture, and a little bit of info about them. I believe you could even print these out and color them in if you felt like it. There's a few mini games that you'll stumble across, each one being unique in its own way. Like this one here.
This here's a cannon, you know.
Ooh, a cannon. Maybe we're about to have an epic ship battle with a rival band of murderous pirates. Let's see what this guy has to say.
My name's Gunner John. I likes to shoot cannons.
Well, that's cool, John. So where are the enemies? I see we've got a stockpile of cannonballs here. I'm ready to defend the ship.
Go ahead. Put something up near the little hole. You've got to click and drag on it, eh?
Okay, so like, I can put anything in there? Seems a bit dangerous.
Now all you has to do is click on this rope and pull it out.
Wait, not me.
Oh, cool. I can use that annoying Pete as cannon fodder.
You can't do this. I'm top bird.
Get in there, you damn bird. Oh, damn it, he's back. Oh well. So this is basically just a fun little mini game. It doesn't pertain to the story in any way. It's a great mini game for kids, including dangerous firearms and animal cruelty.
That's my dog, Bonnie. Have fun, Bonnie.
Bye, Bonnie. You can even shove Gunner John's fat ass in there like Tim Allen in the Santa Claus movie. All right, that's enough. Let's just see what else the ship has to offer. There's a few areas you can explore across the ship, including a bar where these degenerates can drink and sing their problems away.
It's a pirate's life, a pirate's life, it's a pirate's life for me.
You can always check out the plank where Captain Stubbs has sent countless souls plummeting to Davy Jones' locker. This area always frightened me when I was a kid. Maybe it was the way that Pete introduced it.
Shiver me timbers. This is a frightening part of the ship. I think I hear the captain calling us.
Or the fish swimming in the water, which I honestly thought were sharks.
Be careful. Don't fall.
Let's see what Captain Stubbs is up to in his quarters.
Let's see. Dear Mum, greetings from the high seas.
He's actually busy writing a letter to his mom. He's a good boy. Pongolo Pete flies in demanding food.
Time to feed the parrot. Time to feed the parrot.
You're a bottomless I've already fed you today. And I'll walk the plank before I throw another morsel down your greedy gullet.
Which brings us to the weakest minigame in my opinion. There's a bunch of items around the room that you can offer to Pete as food. The choices really don't make much sense because there's certain things you obviously shouldn't feed him, and there's a few he'll flat out refuse to eat. My issue is that there's multiple bugs that he can eat, but some of them he doesn't like or make him sick. So I'm really not sure why some bugs are okay when some aren't. This minigame never really ends, and the worst part is there's a nursery song that plays on repeat the entire time you're in this room. But each time you feed Pete, the song resets. In the captain's bedroom, there are two fun activities where you get to design your own pirate ship and even a flag. I remember spending way too much time on these. My question to the publishers is this: why oh why did you guys allow an easily accessible print button for these? Once you finish your design, you can actually print it, if you want it in color to display or black and white to color it in yourself. I drove my mom crazy with how many of these I'd print. I feel bad knowing now how expensive ink cartridges are. I feel like my mom got fed up with it and just told me the printer was out of ink, so I wouldn't try printing my pictures anymore. Sorry, Mom. So we move on to another mini game where you get to launch barrels at different targets.
Shiver me shicklins, matey. Welcome to the Shark Raft. Here on the Shark Raft, you can fling barrels at things that pass by.
Now, see, this is what I was hoping for with that cannon game.
Why don't I load up a barrel and you fling it?
Here's a fun fact. This is actually where I got the sound effect for my intro.
Oh, stinky cheese.
Oh my gosh, did someone work out around here? It sure does smell. Oh my gosh.
Bet you never thought that sound came from a preschool game involving a talking polar bear and a penguin. Once you locate all the pieces of the map, you get to go to the super scary pirate island. This is where we're introduced to the evil pirates. You can tell that they're evil because they wear all black and have spooky skull masks.
Spooky, scary skeletons.
They don't really do much. There's a little mini game where you get to rearrange furniture and items in a room to tidy up, but there's not much to it.
Now we'll have room for a sofa and credenza.
I guess I like it a little bit better than the Feeding Pete game, mainly because the dopey pirates have some funny stuff to say.
Simple yet dramatic.
Bold, yet understated.
The treasure map reveals where the treasure is buried on Pirate Island, and you get to go dig it up. All the good pirates sing a little song and thank you for finding the treasure. The bad pirates are thwarted, I guess. And that's the end. You get the option to play around on the ship some more, collect some more cards if you missed any, but that's pretty much the end of the story. All in all, Great Adventures Pirate Ship is a pretty short game, but it does have a bit of replay value, especially considering it's a game for 4 to 7-year-olds. I remember this game fondly, and I had a lot of fun going back and checking it out. Next time, I'll be reviewing Castle, which is the medieval knights themed game in the series. And there you have it, guys. I hope you enjoyed reliving my childhood as much as I did. I actually really enjoyed making this. I had a lot of fun going back and looking at something that I haven't thought about or played in at least 20 years, and I really look forward to doing more. If you guys enjoyed it, let me know in the comments, or even tell me some games that you've played when you were a kid that maybe I can check out. But that's gonna do it for today. Make sure you subscribe to see more videos when they come out. I'm working really hard on trying to make a reliable schedule of uploads for my channel. Hopefully I can stick to something, we'll see. But anyway guys, I'll see you in the next video. As always, this is Prandall, and this is goodbye.